Welcome to War Eagle Stadium in Wayne County High School football and homecoming 2014. We got K-Dog Kevney Odom, DFO, the godfather of the machine, the dream, Paul Keene, publisher of the Wayne County News, ready to break this pregame show down for you. Paul, you know, homecoming, the Wingfield Falcons coming to town. Big win last week, big game next week. You know, you're a kind of our resident expert on traps. So, what do you think about this matchup tonight?
Everybody knows what's supposed to happen. I mean, if you look at it, Wayne County is overmatched as far as, well, Wingfield's overmatched. You know, everybody knows what's supposed to happen. Now it's up to Wayne County to be focused enough, to be efficient enough to go out and make that happen. Good teams dominate the teams that they're supposed to dominate, and tonight they need to go out, they need to dominate, and then go get ready for Pearl River Central the next week.
That's a good point you make. Good teams win the ones big they're supposed to win big. It'd be good to see how they respond tonight, particularly after such an amazing performance last week, Kenny. What do we know about Wingfield?
Well, they play hard. I mean, they do, and it's like Coach Mangum said, you got to respect a bunch of guys that get up and load up on a bus or show up at a field every week when, you know, they know that, you know, the odds are stacked against them. And but they do. You look at them on film, and there's no one player that jumps out at you. You don't see a player that you figure is going to be playing somewhere in the Southeastern Conference next year. But what you do see are a bunch of guys that do come out and play hard. You know, they run spread offense, and defensively they line up and four-man front. Sometimes they'll line up with 3-4 or something, and they do some blitzing and things. So they do everything that a football team does. You know, it's just that they're playing in a region that's just tough.
It's a tough region. You mentioned something about this, and I have to throw this in, being an old Saints fan through the years and watching them. Wingfield's got something that Wayne County doesn't have, and that's a graduate that's a member of the NFL Hall of Fame in one Jackie Slater, who played for the Rams for a long time when the Saints were in the Western Division with them, and always had to pull against old Jackie, but he was a long time stay in that Ram offense. All right, you talked about Wingfield a little bit. You know, we went over to Brookhaven last week. We played without Hodo. We played without DJ. We played without Fast Freddie Jordan Jr. You know, are we going to be back healthy? Is everybody going to be back tonight, Paul? Where do you think we stand on that?
Well, I don't think Freddie Jordan's going to play. I think they're going to go ahead and sit him out one more week. David Hodo should see some snaps, and DJ Cameron should see some snaps, you know, just to get them back into a rhythm, keep them sharp, but not run the risk of getting them hurt, because you've got a three-game stretch coming up with Pearl River Central on the road, Laurel on the road, and some team from So-So, Mississippi coming in on Halloween night. I mean, you got to walk a fine line. You want to keep them sharp, and this is with all the starters, not just those injured. You want to keep them sharp, but you don't want to run the risk of getting them injured.
You know, interesting thing, we talk about the district, Kenny, and each win is so important, and like Paul said, you got to win the ones that you're supposed to win for sure. We'll see how that works out tonight. But the district as a whole, this thing's really starting to the next couple of weeks, this thing's really going to clarify with some of the games like that are going on tonight.
Yeah, you're going to see a bunch of stuff shake out. I mean, Brookhaven and West Jones are playing tonight, and that's going to tell you a lot right there. You know, Pearl River Central, I'm trying to remember who they were supposed to play, Laurel. So just those two games right there are going to do a lot to set the table for what happens the next couple of weeks, because all those games are still ahead of us. But you know, as we look at it, you know, the toughest three-game stretch for us all year is going to be starting next week when we go to Pearl River Central, then we go to Laurel, then we come home and play West Jones. So, you know, a loss in any of those three games for us could make us anywhere from a 2 seed to a 4 seed. I mean, you don't know depending on what the other guys do. So the only thing is, like Coach Mangum says, the only thing we can do is play them one at a time. You know, get this one right, get it behind us. But it's going to be really interesting because, you know, Brookhaven's 0-2, I think, in the district. But, you know, we're not into the meat of it yet, and Brookhaven's they're just famous for just at the last minute coming back. So it could get really interesting in the next 3 weeks.
And let's hope it doesn't get too interesting here tonight as Wayne County High School's War Eagles host the Falcons of Wingfield High School. We're going to take a break and be back with the head coach of the War Eagles, Coach Todd Mangum, after this word from our sponsors. From yard care to farmland, Chapman Tractor Company in Waynesboro can get you up and running and keep you that way. From sales to service, Chapman Tractor has what it takes to match your needs to the right equipment and to keep your equipment in tip-top shape. Our sales staff is in the know with a wide selection of equipment and implements to meet your needs. Service, we provide it with a trained professional staff at your disposal. And don't forget our parts department, where we have a comprehensive inventory and the folks on location to help you find the part you need when you need it. Chapman Tractor Company, Waynesboro, Mississippi. As promised, head coach of the War Eagles, Coach Todd Mangum. Coach Mangum, appreciate you. Listen, we got Wingfield coming tonight, but before we get to the football game, I think we've had something going on this year that I've never known is a fall break.
Oh, man. And homecoming. Fall break and homecoming. I tried to get them to have homecoming last week while we were going to Brookhaven, but they said no, we had to have it when we had a home game. But
I can just imagine it's been like herding cats around here the last couple of 3 days.
And then being out of school yesterday and today, but we tried to get them back up here at the time when they would be coming across and try to get in a normal routine. So it's a little change, but I talked to the players earlier today, and I told them, I said, guys, get used to this, because when we play in the South State Championship, Thanksgiving week, it'll be this way. And so I was kind of preparing them a little bit for it.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's talk about Wingfield a little bit, Coach. I mean, on paper, you don't play them on paper, but what do you tell your team? How do you coach your team to be prepared for somebody they probably know and think they should beat?
Go out and play, do your job, do what you're supposed to do. We respect all of our opponents, no matter who it is, but let's don't go out here and let's don't be too high or too low. Let's just be even keel, and let's go do what we do, because we've got a longer road ahead of us, and we've got to prepare for on down the road, and that's the mindset we're taking this week. Go out, do our job, and then prepare for next week.
Last week we made the trip, and I said this, to be really have a championship caliber football team, got to have talent, got to have coaching, got to have breaks, got to have depth. Last week we saw depth in absence of Hodo, Jordan, and Darnell Cameron. Yeah. What are we looking like from a standpoint health-wise? Where are these kids in getting back on the field?
I don't know. Hodo we'll see some tonight in limited capacity. Freddie, we're going to try to hold him again, and it's not anything to do with what held him out last week. We're just going to try to get his shoulder well.
I got you.
DJ Cameron, same thing. We're going there. They'll be there if they have to be. If we don't need them, they're not going to play. Because again, we got to prepare for on down the road.
Coach, thank you for taking the time. Good luck tonight. We're going to take a break and be back with Wayne County High School War Eagle football as your War Eagles take on the Falcons from Wingfield. See you after the break.
Extreme Sound Security and more, where more means just that. We install video security systems for your home or business. Plus, we're equipped to assist you with all your personal security needs. We repair cell phones and computers. Plus, buy gold and ship UPS packages and accept drop-offs. Extreme Sound Security and more sells K2 and Ortho coolers. When we say more, we mean it. At Extreme Sound Security and more, 711 Station Street in Waynesboro.
Considering, but you don't want to have it too late in the year. But it just, you're right. There was no class on Thursday or Friday. They had to get the kids in here.
A lot of folks are keeping up with us on our live broadcast and on the streaming around the country and around the world. We've had some folks that said they're following us from as far away as the Sahara Desert, and I want to give a shout out tonight to one of our War Eagle football Facebook friends that tracks everything we do and listens to the games. He's in Philadelphia, PA, and it's Ron Brown listening in. And I want to give a shout out to Marion Duff, who is in Jamestown, North Dakota, and Miss Marion tunes in to WABO radio every Friday night to hear her grandson hear how her grandson, number 38, is doing, and that's the kicker, Brandon McCary. And I tell you what, our leading scorer, he's been doing pretty good. He got a 38-yard field goal to his credit this year.
Certainly has, and if you watch him, he's come such an awfully long way the last couple of years, and he's developed into a good high school kicker. And he's starting to get to the point that he's kicking those 35 and 40 yarders on a regular basis, and that's something that you can come in handy, as we well know.
Yes, it can.
Marshall, I'll send a hello out tonight and a get well quick to the Reverend Tony Mule Bishop, my next door neighbor. He had a wheel go bad on him, and he had a little surgery this weekend, or this past yesterday, in fact. And Tony's at home, piled up there with one leg up, and he's got that look on his face, I'm sure, but wish him well.
Well, get the mule back on all his wheels here pretty quick, and he'll be ready to go, I'm sure. It's getting about time for the coin toss down here, Kenny, and we see Wingfield's captains making their way out there. Our captains for Wayne County tonight are Traymon Lofton. He's a senior linebacker, number 36. DeRicus Harris is our tight end, and he spends some time out, spread him out wide, lines up in a lot of different formations for us. DeRicus Harris, number 15. Chandler Pugh, number 45, a defensive lineman, and then number 3, our leading receiver in terms of catches, Deshaun Philon. They're making their way out there, and Kenny, we're kind of limited with our roster from Wingfield.
As in we don't have one. But I can tell you that their numbers are 57, 50, 59, and 2.
Well, and they're out there and getting ready to get this thing tossed. I see who's going to start it off. I want to also let you know while we're getting ready to go that you can go to our website, wc-webtv.com, and you can watch all of the games on demand there, and each week, and they'll be there all through the season. You can look at them, and we post pictures every week from all the games. I think that we put the Brookhaven pictures up a couple of days ago. I think there's 335 on there, and Ken Roberts and Rebecca Caldwell make that possible, and you can go browse those pictures and print them off and look at them, keep them, use them however you want to use them. Let's see here, Kenny. We talked in our pregame show about a lot of the statistics that we got going on. Wayne County certainly is strong in a lot of areas here, and I don't know if we said some of our leading rushers. Freddie Jordan's got 5.1 yards a carry. Chris Cooley 6.1 yards a carry. Chambers 7.1. That 73-yard touchdown he ran last week was a thing of beauty.
Oh, it sure was. And I mean, the thing was, we're trying to kill the clock, and he hit an open seam there, and he was gone. I mean, it was just you could see it opening up from our vantage point, and you didn't know if he could see it as well, but apparently he did. And he hit it and was gone. And to Marshall, last week one of the things that was impressive was just the fact that we stayed in control of the ball game from the opening kick all the way through. And that's important. Paul, we talked about on the video down there a while ago, Paul was talking about what good teams do, and good teams control the tempo of the football game, and we did that last week.
Yeah, and it was an amazing performance. And again, we got to see how we can stack up against these Falcons tonight and make sure we keep our focus and get done what needs to be done. Be anxious to see what some of the folks we've missed the last couple of weeks, get them back on that field and see how they're doing tonight. The War Eagles have made their way through the spirit line out there and getting here on the sideline. And Wingfield, I don't know if I've said this or not, Wingfield won the toss and have elected to receive, so we'll be seeing the Wayne County defense right off the bat. And I tell you what, I don't know why anybody would want to see that thing if you got to go up against it.
Well, one other thing let me fall back and mention is Jamal Poe. Jamal was one of the Clarion Ledger top performers this past week with that defensive performance. He had 10 tackles. He had a caused fumble. He had a quarterback pressure. He had a recovered fumble, and he also ran for a touchdown in the heavy formation.
Yes, he did.
So if on Tuesday when you looked at your Clarion Ledger, if you saw Jamal in there, that was quite a Friday night for that young man.
Miss Duff, your grandson's getting ready to kick this thing away here, number 38 down there, Brandon McCary, getting ready to kick it away. We've got 18 sacks on the year, Kenny. The defense does, giving up 8.5 points a game. We've got 8 caused fumbles. We've got 13 fumble recoveries, 7 picks. And, like Paul mentioned in our pregame show, we're plus 10 on the giveaway takeaway, and that's a big deal.
Oh, it is. And, I mean, you always want to be positive in that statistical category, and you don't even like it to be close. I mean, you want it to be one that's weighed heavily in your favor. And we've done a good job of turnover and turnover control this year.
Okay, here, McCary getting ready to kick it off, and we'll be looking up front. We'll be looking at Jaquan White, Benito Jones, Quindarius Bivens, Chandler Pugh, Tyler Evans, and Jabian Harris rotating interchangeably throughout on that front throughout the first quarter here. McCary's getting ready to kick it away. We got two Falcon receivers standing at their they're on 5-yard line, and McCary kicked it deep some last week and had real good coverage, Kenny. We got them tackled inside the 5-yard line a couple times on kickoffs.
Well, they did, and one of the great things about the way the approach the coaching staff takes with McCary is that they intentionally tell him to kick it all over the field. Yeah. And he does. I mean, and the thing is, it's not that easy. I mean, it's not as easy as you think. It's a lot easier to kick it short than it is kick it deep. But sometimes they're going to pooch it. Sometimes they'll kick it deep. Sometimes they'll kick it at somebody. So it's as much a weapon for the War Eagles as anything else is.
Our linebackers, 32 Jamal Poe, Trayvon Lofton, Tyler Hopkins usually start there along with Denzel Bonner, and DeAndre Gandy and Hunter James rotate in early each week. Javon McCann, Kadarius Pennell, Roy Arrington, Xavier Lampley, Quentin Hogan, Devin Paisley Smith. That's who you'll be seeing in the defensive backfield. There's a kick, and it's going high, and it's going to come down at about the 15-yard line, and the Wingfield man gets it, and he gets gobbled up down there. Number 44, Denzel Bonner, was the first one there, Kenny. So they tackled him inside the 20 on the kickoff. That's as good a coverage as you want right there.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for. Is you want to try to get them in the 20 or inside the 20, and did a good job. Got them on the 18.
And as we said, there's Bivens and Jones and Chandler Pugh starting on the defensive front out there tonight. Chandler's one of the captains for tonight. And Jamal right there behind him, Denzel. And there's old Tyler Hopkins. Those are your linebackers. And here come the Falcons getting lined up. They got a receiver wide both ways. Tight end on the left side, two backs behind the quarterback. And here we go. Let's see what Wayne County's defense is going to offer up. Back to throw it off the bat. Firing one deep down the field. Got a man open down here and makes he had a chance on the play right out about the 47-yard line, Kenny, and I think that kind of caught Wayne County off guard.
I think it did, too, and we were there, but we didn't necessarily have that covered. This is something you don't get to see much anymore. They're lined up in just the old I formation with wide outs, and that's, of course, that I is one reason that they're trying to keep the War Eagle from getting pressure on them.
And, he had plenty of time to throw. That was a deep ball, and, I mean, there was absolutely no pressure on the quarterback at that time. They're in the huddle. They break the huddle, and here comes the Falcons up. Now they got two receivers to the left and one to the right. They got that tight end moved out there, and there's the two backs behind him, and there's a handoff up the middle, and Chandler Pugh just breaks through off the end position and drops them for a 3 or 4 yard loss. Just great pressure and great speed off that edge.
As they say in the wrestling game, that didn't take long.
Chandler's had a big year. He's got 27 tackles on the year coming in here, so he's got 28 now with a big tackle for a loss right there. And let's see, Quentin Hogan's in there at defensive back. He's back here at safety along with Paisley Smith. Here come the Falcons up with a 3rd and 14 to go, 11:20 to go in the first quarter, scoreless first quarter. Two left, one right. The two backs lined up straight behind him. There's a handoff to the second man through with a little room. He gets out across the 20-yard line up to the 24 and gets tackled hard. Going to be short of the first down, but that was a nice gain and a lot of running room, Kenny.
Well, he did. We didn't do a good job of closing it inside off, and that youngster found some daylight. And Marshall, he picked up, let's see, 1, 2, 3. He picked up out of the 18 they needed. He picked up 15 yards.
4th and 4 and they're on 25, and the Falcons are going for it, Kenny. That's kind of odd. I mean, they're laying it all on the table here early tonight, and they're in that same formation, two backs, and they're going to go for it and hand up the middle, and that's not going to happen. So Wayne County is going to get a 1st and down. They're going to get the ball over on downs with a 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line of the Falcons. What do you think about that, Kenny?
I'm going to try not to. That, of course, I mean, when you're struggling, I guess you'll do a lot of things, but I don't know. They may not have anybody that can punt
or snap.
I mean, I watched film. They do both.
Yeah. Wayne County comes out. Let's see. David Hodo's going to be at quarterback. Missed him last week. He was out, but he's back. He's got Stewart left, Filon left. Harris and Wallace are split right in. The 195-yard gainer from last week, Chris Cooley's in the backfield with Hodo. We'll get that offensive line for you. There's snap. Hodo's back to throw. He's going out here to Reggie Stewart at the 15, and the defensive back made a nice play and tipped that thing out of Reggie's reach down there at about the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a good job in coverage by Wingfield. I mean, they had a guy out there, and he got his hand up and did a good job to knock it away.
Going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 25 of the Falcons. The War Eagles, 10:32 to go in the scoreless first quarter. They're going to be handoff to Cooley and flags everywhere, and they're going to stop that one before it gets started. Up front, we've got 51, Soshawn Washington, 58, Dexter Daniels, 55, Hamilton Hudson, 54, Zach Henderson, 65, Brandon Beasley, and we'll see Keeman Hall, 67, and Willie Howell in and out of that lineup too. What was the call, Kenny?
It's illegal procedure.
Gonna back him up 5. Bree, 2nd and 15, 10:29 to go in a scoreless first quarter. There's Hodo going to hand the ball to Cooley, and here he goes with room. He's at the 20-yard line, breaking tackles down to the 15, maybe just inside the 15. So he's starting up where he left off last week.
Yeah, he did. He picked up, needed 15 for the first down. He got 16, so that'll roll the old dial over.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Wayne County's in business here. Hodo is going to hand the ball to Cooley again, running between the tackles, and here he goes running hard and pushing folks down there just inside the 10-yard line on first down.
Well, just good old straight-ahead football and just very basic zone blocking. Everybody blocking the guy ahead of him, and got a good push off the line of scrimmage, good for at least a long 4 yards.
2 left. Hodo's looking to throw to catch Wallace coming across the middle. Touchdown, Wayne County. Caught Wallace on the slant and nailed him right at the goal line, and it's a touchdown. Kenny, Wayne County's on the board with a Hodo to Wallace pass.
Well, just a good execution. Wallace ran a crisp route across the on his slant and did a good job.
Okay, here we go. We got McCary's on to kick, and Stewart's going to hold. Hunter James is going to snap. Here's your snap. It's down. The kick is up, and it is going to be good. So 9:49 to go in the first. Wayne County on the Hodo to Wallace pass goes up 7-0. We're going to take a 30-second break back to the station and be back after this word from our sponsors.
Shopping at Fred's is the smart thing to do. Sign up for your Fred's Smart Card online and start earning Smart Bucks every time you buy Fred's brand items. With Fred's Smart Card, the more you buy, the more you earn. Keep up with your Smart Bucks online and redeem them at checkout while shopping at Fred's, the smart thing to do. Fred's on Spring Street in Waynesboro.
Ramik Wallace's 3rd touchdown catch on the year. He comes in tonight with 48 yards on 8 catches, averaging 18 yards a catch. And here's a kick that McCary's going to kick. It's going to hit the ground to 25, and Wayne County is going to get after him, knock the ball loose, and they're going to recover the ball at the 26-yard line. So the wheels have fallen off of the Wingfield bus pretty quick, Kenny.
Yeah, I don't think any of the lug nuts were tight to start with, and it didn't take long for them to come off.
And Wayne County offense is going to be back in position. They turned, Wingfield went for it earlier on 4th and about 5 from their own 25 and didn't make it. Now they've fumbled the kickoff, and Wayne County's back in business. And let's see who we got. Hodo still your quarterback, and got DJ out there now. DJ's back. He's missed a couple of weeks. Last time he played, he averaged 70 yards a carry in the Hattiesburg game, and he's out there. He's going to get the carry, and they're going to blow it dead before it starts again.
It's going to be a legal procedure against Wayne County.
Our leading scorer coming into tonight, of course, is Brandon McCary. He's got 38 points on the year. Now you can add 1 to that total. Our second leading scorer is Freddie Jordan Jr. with 26 points. Then Shadarius Chambers with 24. And Kadarius Pinnell, 18 points. There's a snap to hand off to DJ. He's running up the middle, rakes one miss. He's at the 25. He's out to the 20, down the sideline to about the 13, 14-yard line. Pretty nice carry for a guy that's been out a couple of weeks.
I tell you what, and look, he has been just chomping at the bit to get back in. He has not been happy standing on the sideline.
That's a first down, Kenny. 9:35 to go in the first. Wayne County up 7-0 and threatening again. Hodo's your quarterback. DJ stays in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the right. He's going to leave it with DJ, and he's fighting hard to go and gain a couple maybe. Be down there about the they're going to
12.
Give him
maybe.
1. Yeah, I was a little generous with him. 9:23 to go. 2nd and 9 for the War Eagles. Inside the Falcon 15-yard line with a second down at about 9. 2 receivers left. Wallace is out there split wide to the right. Again, he's wide open. Nobody's on him. They're sending the man out to man up on him right now. Hodo's going to hand the ball to DJ. He gets around the right side, tries to get on the quarter. He's going to make one miss and fight hard down inside the 5. Going to be close to first down yardage down there, Kenny.
Yeah, he spun and he got the extra yards. They hit him just shy of the yard marker down there. And he did a little spin move and just pushed himself forward and earned a first down. And Marshall looks like along the 3. DJ checks out. Shadarius Chambers, number 16, checks in. He's averaging 7.1 yards a carry on the year, and they got him in the backfield. And he's had
4 touchdowns, I believe, this year. He's got himself another one right there. Right up the middle. He's got a nose for that end zone, doesn't he?
He does.
He's a little fella, but he can get there in a hurry.
You don't really know what happens till you see him pop out somewhere or a pile form in his general vicinity.
And McCary's going to be on to try another PAT. And Hunter James is the snapper. Reggie Stewart's your holder. War Eagles up 13-0. Try to get this PAT right here. Good snap. Stewart's got it down. McCary gets it up, and it is good. So with 8:44 to go in the first quarter, Wayne County leads Wingfield 14-0. We're going to the station for a 30-second break and be back after this word from our sponsors.
Of all the colors, yellow's the most important, at least when it comes to building outdoors. No matter what your project this season, pier, deck, fence, or gazebo, be sure to head first to Gatlin Building Supply for Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. Yellowwood is your best protection against rot, fungal decay, and termite attack, so it's no wonder Yellowwood is the brand of choice for building outdoors. Come by Gatlin Building Supply, where you'll find only the best for your project. And remember, if it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it. Gatlin Building Supply, North Spring Street in Waynesboro.
Before to go, Wayne County up 14-0 and kicking off again. McCary's going to kick one high. It's going to come down at about the going to go out of bounds at the 30. So that's about the best thing that's happened for Wingfield so far tonight.
Well, they'll get the ball around the 35.
And
it should be first and 10 from there.
First and 10 from the 35. Wingfield hoping to get something going here. I noticed Kenny was talking in the pregame show a little bit. They have a Hall of Fame alumni. Jackie Slater is a Wingfield product who played about probably 15 seasons with the Rams in the NFL back in the day, and he's a Hall of Famer. And
he was pretty good.
He was pretty good. Old Big Jackie could get her done. I bet they wish he was out there tonight. And there's a snap and a handoff, and that's just not going anywhere. And somebody blew that thing up big time, and I'm just going. That number looks like number 36, Trayvon Lofton. He took on that blocker and stood him up, and then got rid of him and just waylaid that run.
I was going to say 42 came out here to kick out the end and got kicked out himself. Just a great job.
That's a loss of about 4 or 5 on the play, and Jaquan White's out there right now, and let's see who we got on the nose. Harris, Javian Harris, and Quindarius Bibbins. That's your front three now for Wayne County. Linebackers remain the same. There's another handoff up the middle, and they did get a couple of yards on that one, but they're still behind outside the chains with a third down and about 13 to go with 8 minutes to go in the first quarter and a 14-0 War Eagle lead.
Just the old, as we used to call it, the old dive play, just the old quick dive by the fullback, and he rooted himself out a couple of yards there.
Tyree Evans in there on the right side of that defensive line, along with Javian Harris over the nose, and I believe Quindarius Bivens over here on the left side. There's Tyler Hopkins is in that linebacker spot. He's wanting to get up in there and get across that line of scrimmage. He did not. Let's see what they got a flag on the play.
It must be the 25-second clock, but it was already at 25, but they're calling illegal procedure.
It's going to back them up 5. 7:34 to go in the first quarter. Wayne County up 14-0. Here we go now with a 3rd and 17 to go. 2 receivers left, 1 right. They got that I formation you were talking about earlier, Kenny, and there's a handoff. No, he fakes it. He's moving to his left, giving chase over there, and they make the completion. It's going to be out to the 35-yard line, but it's going to be 4th and about 9 or 10. They're going to spot it at about the original line of scrimmage. Trayvon Lofton was coming off this side over here and getting after that quarterback pretty good. Now, they tried to go for it a while ago on 4th down. They're going to punt it this time.
That's I would say a wise choice. It's 4th and 9. They picked up 8 yards on that pass play right at 9.
Reggie Stewart standing back at the War Eagle 30. Wayne County's moving right to left, by the way. There's some pressure. Tyree got after it pretty good and missed it, but it goes out of bounds inside War Eagle territory. Let's see. Maybe not. No, he's crossing midfield down there, so it didn't cross midfield.
So stopped yet.
He's at the 47-yard line, so War Eagles get their 3rd possession inside Falcon territory with a 1st and 10. 6:40 to go in the first. War Eagles up 14-0.
Wayne County, it was an 11-yard punt, so Wayne County's going to get Excellent field position.
Talk about good field position, Kenny. You said it. Every time they've gotten the ball, this is the worst field position they had, and they're starting at the 47-yard line of Wingfield. Moving right to left is Wayne County. Hodo still in your quarterback, trips left for him, single man out right. Hodo's looking to throw. He's got Dorigas Harris wide open at the 30. He makes the catch. He's at the 20. He can go. He's inside the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown, Dorigas Harris, Wayne County High School.
Well, just nothing but just a straight fly pattern we used to call it. They call it now vertical.
Going
vertical, and he did along the hash mark, and not a soul on him.
That is his Dorigas' first touchdown catch of the year. So I know he's going to be excited about that. He is. See if we can get his stats for you on his catching. First of all, we got a kick up, and it's good. McCary's got another kick, and so Wayne County at 6:31 to go in the first is up 21-0. We're going back to the station for a 30-second break and be back after this word from our sponsors.
The most versatile cooking device ever. Is it a grill, an oven, or a smoker? Yes, it's all three. Your friends at Gatlin Building Supply had the answer, and it's the Big Green Egg. Often copied, never matched. There's only one original Big Green Egg, and a place to get it in Wayne County is Gatlin's. Come see the selection that Gatlin's has to offer, along with all the accessories for your Big Green Egg. At Gatlin's, find the solutions to all your building and remodeling questions. Gatlin's, where we have the answers for you, located North Spring Street in Waynesboro.
Wayne McCary's getting ready to kick it off again. That was Harris's seventh catch on the year. He had 63 yards coming in here for a 10.5-yard average. That was his first touchdown catch. Hodo had eight touchdowns on the year coming in tonight. He's thrown 2 tonight. There's a short kick, and it's on the ground, and I don't know. Maybe Wingfield got it at 35. We'll see. What was that last drive, Kenny? How are we doing on time of possession?
9 seconds on that.
We got
one play, 47 yards, and 9 seconds.
The Falcons did get the ball, and it's just inside their own 35-yard line. Wayne County's got the white togs on out there tonight with the blue jerseys with the white numerals. And 6:28 to go in the first quarter. Wayne County 21. Falcons of Wingfield High School 0. And here they come. Line of scrimmage, they stay in that I formation, 2 receivers to the left, 1 single receiver down here, manned up on Javon McCann on the right side of the offense, and he's back to throw, moving to his, oh my goodness, there's pressure back there, and there's Denzel Bonner's going to sack the quarterback for about a 8-yard loss there.
And that's some of the technique that I taught him.
Who, the quarterback? or
I'm sorry, sir, that'd be the linebacker.
Oh, okay.
Been an old linebacker myself.
Oh boy, it's going to be second and a long way to go. The ball's on the
about 18,
27-yard line. Okay, you're right, Kenny. You got it on the money. 18 it is. 5:57 to go. Wayne County 21. Nothing over Wingfield. They got the same formation. They're moving a tight end in here. Single receiver out wide both ways. Are in your power eyes. Kenny spelled that for us. Hopkins is looking at linebacker blitz up the middle. There he comes, and they're going to get after
all sorts of flags. That could go against us for getting in the neutral zone. We were up there bouncing around a little bit unless one of their players flinched.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't blame them at all for flinching the way that War Eagle defense plays. And what you got, Kenny?
Illegal procedure. So somebody must have flinched. You know, that's kind of like the old deal where they hit you in the arm and say flinch.
Yeah.
You remember that?
I sure do. 5:40 to go. Now they're looking at a second, about 23 to go, are the Falcons. 2 receivers both ways for him. Power I formation. He's straight back to throw. He's got a little time, but he's running out of time, and they're getting after him. And, they all get a shot at him. And who cleans him up down there? That's number 36. No, 98. Quindarius Bibbins on the sack. Benito Jones was back there giving chases. Quindarius Bibbins wrapped him up back there for another loss. And, Kenny, what is that?
That's an 11-yard loss. It'll be a 3rd and 34.
5:09 to go in the period. But, let's just see what happens. This is an interesting first quarter, to say the least. And we have the 2 receivers wide both ways. Power out. They're going to hand up the middle. Got a little room. Going to run out across the 15 and get back to the 20-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 20 to go, Kenny, with 4:48 to go in the quarter.
Yeah, caught us sort of. That pickup was for 9 yards. That'll be a 4th and 23. It should be from the 20. But we talked about this too in the pregame. Was in fact these kids load up and travel every week to play. I mean, you got to take your hat off.
Yes,
to
you
them.
do.
They've got maybe I don't even have a dozen fans over there in the stands. Don't even have any coaches in the press box up there. And I'll tell you what, you certainly got to respect these guys for loading up each week and hitting the road or playing at home.
They got a good snap, got the punt off under duress, and they're going to get it back out to about the War Eagle 48-yard line. So once again, Wayne County begins their 4th possession of the night, again inside Falcon territory with 4:17 to go in the first and a 21-0 lead. Now let's see who the quarterback is. We got a new quarterback, number 2. Deion Smith. Deion's going to be your quarterback. He's got 2 receivers both ways. Chris Cooley, the sophomore running back, is back there with him. Deion's looking to throw. He takes a step, and he's going to fire one across the middle. There's Reggie Stewart open at the 35-yard line. He's making folks miss. He's at the 20. I don't know if they're going to catch him
now.
Reggie is in the end zone for another War Eagle touchdown. So that's Reggie came in here tonight, and let's see, he's got some receiving touchdowns. He had 2. No, he had 1 coming in on the year. That's his second one. Reggie has been catching the ball pretty good coming in here tonight. I'm trying to see what his numbers are. That would be under receiving. I mean, he's got 7 catches coming in for 161 yards. He's averaging 23 yards a catch, and he doubled up on that tonight on that reception. And we've got another extra point. So 4:06 to go in the first quarter, and it is 28-0. We're going to take a 30-second break for a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back with more War Eagle football after this commercial. Fish camps are a grand southern tradition where you can always count on great food and friendly service. In Wayne County, when it comes to food, there is none more rich in tradition than Pop's Fish, Seafood, and Steakhouse. Our fish is fresh and fine. Our seafood, you can hear the gulls and smell the ocean while enjoying shrimp, oysters, and the like. Our steaks, don't take our word for it. Come and taste for yourself. Come on down by the Chickasawhay River, 184 east out of Waynesboro, where you can taste and experience the tradition that is Pop's Fish, Seafood, and Steakhouse. War Eagle football. Can you tell us about that drive?
1 play, 48 yards, pass play from Smith to Stewart. It took another 11 seconds off the play clock.
So we've okay, and here's going to be one kicked. It's going to be come down inside the 30-yard line, and the ball's on the ground, Kenny, and I'm almost afraid Wayne County's got it again, and they do. Well, folks, I don't know who got it. Tyler, let's see, number 34 is getting up off the bottom of that pile down there. I don't know if he got it or not, but we're going to tell you what his name is if we can find our roster in this melee up here. That would be Cody Taylor's number 34, and I don't know if he got it or not, but he was certainly down there. Warriors are back in the business at the 23-yard line, and let's see, Deion is your quarterback still, and he got 3 receivers to the right side. Stewart's left, and there's Cooley's in the backfield with him. And he's going to hand the ball to Cooley. No, he fakes the handoff, and Deion's got it going. And here he is at the 10-yard line, and there's another War Eagle touchdown. Kenny and Deion can really run. Of course,
he sure can.
he pulled that fake on that read option, and up that field he went in a hurry, and he ran about 5 yards toward the goal line, cut out at the hash mark, and took it around the end for a touchdown. 3:52 to go in the first quarter. Wayne County's up 34-0, and McCary's on. I tell you what, he's got it getting a workout tonight. Kick it off and extra points. That kid's going to be tired. There's a great kick. It's high and through there, and it's going to be good. So 3:52 to go in the first. Wayne County 35, Wingfield 0. We're going back to the station for a 30-second break and be back after this word from our sponsors. Woolwine is proud to be part of the Wayne County War Eagle community, and we have the inventory to prove it. Woolwine Autoplex in Waynesboro is where you can find the best in pre-owned cars, trucks, crossovers, and SUVs. At Waynesboro's Woolwine Autoplex, we offer great financing options and a courteous staff that is ready to help you with your next vehicle. Come see Woolwine in the heart of Wayne County, where the War Eagles soar, and let us put you in your next vehicle. Fort Kenny.
I'm going to let that one go, okay?
I'm sorry, folks. Here we go now. 3:52. McCary's on to kick it off again. They give him some oxygen over here on the sideline and get him juiced back up. He's going to kick one high right down the middle. Well, it's outside the hash mark. It's going to be caught and put on the ground. Another man gets it, and they're going to tackle him at the 24-yard line. So Wingfield's got the football with 3:50 to go in the first, and the 35 trailing Wayne County 35-0. And here comes the War Eagle defense again. And what do you do? Can you still go with your starters? Pretty much your starting crew out there. I mean, you got 3:50 to go in the first. What do you? It's got to be a coach's nightmare. I mean, it really does on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, and the thing is you're trying to instill in your kids, to play hard and fight, and you're up 35 points in the first quarter.
And Wingfield's going to run the ball up the middle for about
they'll get a yard.
Yeah, they get a yard. 3:42 to go in the first quarter. Wayne County 35, and Wingfield 0. So give him 2 yards. Second day to go for the Falcons. Let's see here. Roy Aarons is a corner. Padell's a corner. Your safeties DeCarlos Walker and Quentin Hogan. Lofton is one of your linebackers. Hopkins is another linebacker. Bonner and Poe. There's a handoff up the middle, and pretty tough sledding right there, but he's going to work hard for maybe another yard there. Kenny going to bring up third down and about.
I think he'll get about 2.
Oh, give him 2. 3rd and 6 it shall be for the Falcons.
Ball's on the 28?
I believe you're right. Let's see up front. It's J.B. Harris, number 90. No, I can't see his number. I know that they placed him in Tyree Evans. I know he's out there on the right side of that defensive line, and we'll get the other ones for you. Jaquan White's out there. There comes pressure, and Denzel Bonner gets after him and flushes him out of the pocket, and he's gobbled up back there at the 25-yard line. J.B. Harris, number 92, is back there. Let's see who else gets up. Trayvon Lofton gets up. And it's going to be 4th down and 9 to go with 2:28 to go in the first. Wayne County up 35-0, and Wingfield's punting again. So Wayne County's defense is, it's certainly been true to form, and the offense, you can't say much about their execution. They've been doing pretty good themselves. And let's see.
Our worst field position has been their 48.
And Reggie Stewart's back to receive. He's standing inside his own territory. That's a pretty good punt. It's going to cross midfield. Reggie's going to field it and try to make one miss. He's at the 40. Here he comes. He heads upfield. He's inside the 50, running straight up the field, making folks miss, but they hit him up at the Wingfield, 40-yard line. So what you got, Kenny?
Oh, no, I was just trying to count up the punt yardage.
Pretty good punt.
Yeah, I'd say about 25 yards.
Reggie made a good move back there to make that initial cover man miss, and off to the races he goes. It's 1:58 to go in the first. Wayne County up 35-0. And Dion's still your quarterback. We'll get some more. We got some substitutions in there up front for you. Try to get those numbers for you as we go. That may be Will Mangum split out wide right out there. There's Cooley with the handoff, and he's on the hash mark, running downfield, breaking tackles inside the 30-yard line. But we got a flag, Kenny. That's going to be a hold. Going to be a hold. Kenny says Xavier Lampley's out there, number 9. Number 8, Will Mangum's on the other side as a receiver. Let's see here who we got for you up front. Fylon's still out there. 77, Timothy Stokes is up front for Wayne County. That's a spot foul, isn't it, Kenny?
It is.
And that's going to take them back. Oh, my goodness. Wayne County is back across the 50, so they're in their own territory for the first time tonight, leading 35-0 at 1:52 to go in the first quarter.
Midfield is our worst field position of the first quarter.
Let's see. We'll try to get some of these folks out for you. Dion's going to hand it off to Cooley. No, he's going to keep it. He's on the hash mark, running down the field inside the 40-yard line. So pretty nice games. Old Dion turns the heat up.
He did the zone. Ran the zone read. Did a good job. I mean, he pulled it just like he should, and he gets it down to around the 36, 37-yard line of Wingfield.
Jonathan McDougall is one of your receivers with Mangum, Fylon, and Lampley out there. Cooley's your backfield. No, DJ's in there, and he's got the ball, and he's making folks miss, and he's going to get about a yard or two on that second down.
Yeah, he should be at the 34. That'll be good for 3 yards. That'll bring up a 3rd and 4.
Let's see. Looks like 67 is out there now. Keymon Hall, a 5'11", 330-pounder out there on the right tackle for Wayne County. 3rd and about 4 yards to go. Inside a minute, there's a handoff to Cooley. He makes one miss, and he's running hard. They're going to really look like they had him short of the first down, Kenny, but once again, that great second effort is going to get him a first down.
He runs really, really hard. He's always got his legs churning and always moving. And Marshall, if he gets the first down, they're already moving the chains, but I think where the ball was placed, I'm not sure that was a first down, but we'll take it.
He comes in averaging 6.1 yards a carry on the year. Had a big game last week, 195 yards over at Brookhaven, and there's Dion going to put his head down and keep it, and he's just really running hard and just refusing to go down, and he crashes down inside the 20-yard line for a first down.
Looks like he's going to be around the 19. That's 11 yards and a first down by anybody's count.
I've said this several times coming this year. I really enjoy watching Dion Smith run that football.
Well, I mean, he's a youngster that just he's not very big. I mean, he's tall, but he's just kind of a slender build. And I tell you what, he can mortally fly.
He reminds me of Chuck Lacey, the quarterback just a few years ago. He really does, and he runs hard. Yes. He really does. And he's back to throw, and he looks like he's going out here to trying to get. Oh, my goodness, he had McDougal in the end zone wide open and hit him in the hands, and McDougal, he's beating himself up down there right now, banging his helmet, wishing he had made that catch.
Boy, not a soul on him either. They lost all their coverage.
They sent McDougal. They kind of crossed in that pattern. McDougal went inside, and Lapley went inside, McDougal went outside, and that pass was right on the money. It's about 20 yards downfield, 11 seconds to go in the first quarter, and going to hand it to, there goes Dion again, and he's touchdown bound right there. That's another touchdown. So with 2.2 seconds left to go in the first quarter, Wayne County is fixing to go up by another touchdown, another 6 points right there. It's 41-0 after one quarter, and Will Mangum's on the hole now.
All right, and is that still McCary?
Okay. McCary's still kicking, and
he's got about as many points as if he'd scored a touchdown.
Oh, he's our leading scorer, and I tell you what, he's got him another point. So 2.2 seconds to go in the first. Wayne County's got a 42-0 lead over Wingfield. We're going to the station for a 30-second break, and we'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
Extreme Sound Security and more, where more means equipment for the outdoorsman. We are our area's authorized Benelli dealer and have all the accessories to complement your outdoor adventures. As your elite archery dealer, we offer a broad selection of new bows, arrows, and all the accessories to meet your needs. We also have a good selection of used bows available. Whether it's a new or used bow you're looking for or repairs and tune-ups for the bow you have, Extreme Sound Security and more is a place to go. Extreme Sound Security and more. It's a place to go at 711 Station Street in Waynesboro.
War Eagle Stadium, Wayne County 42, Wingfield 0, 2.2 seconds left to go, and McCary is getting ready to kick it off again, and he hits it, and it goes up high and going to come down here at about the 25-yard line, and oh my goodness, number 29 was the first man down there on the stop. That was DeMarcus McDougal, and that brings the first quarter to a close, 42-0. 42-0 Wayne County. We're going to the station for 60 seconds, and then we'll be back after these two words from our sponsors. As we begin the second quarter here at War Eagle Stadium with Wingfield with a 1st and 10 on their own 26-yard line. Benito Jones just jumps off sides. He's still in the game. Kenny, here's an interesting note for you. It's a 42-point first quarter. On the year, through 6 games already, Wayne County has scored through 6 games 53 points in the first quarter on the year. They've almost matched that amount here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I was just, we're sort of sitting here like I've never called into the newspaper where I've called the score by quarters, and we had 42 in any given quarter, much less the first.
Yeah, no kidding. Wayne County.
Even that fiasco at Florence several years ago.
And the first down and 5 yards to go from the 30-yard line for the Falcons on the Jones being offsides, and they're running a quarterback keeper up the middle, and he's running out there across the 45-yard line with a big gain there on that second down, and the first down of the night for the Falcons with 11:54 to go in the second.
Tell you what, that was a good call. I mean, we've been sitting there and just turning loose from the line of scrimmage, and hey, it was a good call. Caught us asleep. Linebackers gone, nobody at home, and they take the ball from the 26, as you said, Marshall, out to the 47.
And DeCarlos Walker checks in at safety for Wayne County. Single receivers both ways, and there's another handoff up the middle, but it's not going to work this time. Is Jones and company going to drop him for a loss, maybe a yard loss right there? Chandler Pugh, that defensive front, all of that front three was converged at that ball when he handed it off.
Well, I tell you what, they're going to have to do a bunch more of those to get them back in the negative category.
Chandler Pugh and Quindarius Bivens and Benito Jones are your front three out there right now. It's 11:14 to go in the second quarter. 42-0 Wayne County. Second and 11, back to throw. They're going to get some pressure on him. He's going to dodge it and get across midfield into War Eagle territory. Going to bring up, looks like about a yard or two short. So Wayne, they're starting to show a little life out there.
Well, they are. And, hey, look, there's their best field position of the game. They're now across midfield at the Wayne County 45.
They've come to play football. 2nd down and 2 yards to go inside Wayne County, like you said, to 45, and 10:45 to go in the half. Here come the Falcons to the line of scrimmage. And I want you to look at that fullback they got out there, Kenny. I tell you what, he is a big kid. I haven't noticed him, but when he stands up, he's a monster. There's a handoff right there, and he missed a block. And
somebody missed more than one block.
Yeah,
there were at least 6 white blue jerseys over there.
I can't count them all. I did see a number 41, which was Jaquarius Leggett on the stop, and he had plenty of help out there. And here comes some wholesale substitutions. Tyree Evans is coming in. 21's coming in for Wayne County. That's Kendrick Fuqua. And we talk about his big brother that was here a few years ago. It was one of as good a linebackers as we've ever had. Actually, they're coming in here to punt return team.
Yeah, that was third and 2. I lost 3, so it's 4th and 5. And this may be our worst field position of the game.
No, he didn't.
Stand corrected.
He didn't punt it. Kenny, how about that punt? What we got on that?
I don't know. I don't think that was a punt. I'm not sure. I saw his leg kick. He just went up. We had a couple of guys around him, and he just sort of tried to pooch it. So the punt actually lost. What's it on the 46?
Yeah, I believe it
on
is.
The 48. So the punt was a minus 6 yards.
9:46 to go, and Wayne County gets the ball again inside Falcon territory. Okay, Will Mangum split out wide to the right. McDougal and Lampley are to the left. I see who we got in the running back. That's probably Chambers, number 16 back there with Smith. Smith's going to hand it to Chambers, and here he goes, just like the Flash. Remember that cartoon character, the Flash?
Well,
we may have started calling him.
I used to read that comic book all the time.
There's a flag on the play
there.
there.
Maybe a face mask.
Boy, are you just week after week? You just never. You're like a. I'm gonna have to.
That's why he paid me the big money.
You're gonna be the machine number 2, man. We got the dream down on the sideline, and you just kind of being like old Paul King. You're not gonna let him get anything over on you. That's a compliment, Kenny. I appreciate you.
I'm just waiting on that first check to clear.
There goes Chambers up the middle, and he's running through traffic, and the little fella's not about 155, 160 pounds. He's pulling people, getting his shirt stretched, and dragging folks down there to the 30-yard line. 9:22 to go and counting in the first half. Wayne County 42, Wingfield 0. Deion Smith is your quarterback, and there's a Wingfield player checking out. I don't know who replaced him, but anyway, there goes Chambers with the ball again, and he's they stack him up after about a 1-yard gain. So it's a pretty good defense by the Falcons right there.
Well, I'd say he fell forward for another yard, but he's not that tall.
86.
He can only fall forward for another foot or so. It's going to be third Marshall at about 2.
Ethan Rigney, 86, sophomore tight end out there for Wayne County. And there's Chris Cooley with the handoff, and he's got himself a first down inside the 25-yard line. It's a fumble, and here goes Wingfield. Ethan Rigney's giving chase to him, and Deion's going to come over there, and they're going to stop him inside the War Eagle 40-yard line. So Chambers fumbled the ball and went into that pile, and here comes Wingfield with it running the other way.
Well, they get a good return. I mean, they get the ball down to the 37-yard line of Wayne County.
I think I didn't see what happened. It was a clean exchange, and Cooley hit that line of scrimmage hard, and
it got stripped from him as he was spinning, Marshall, and just popped on the ground over there.
8:37 to go in the half. Wayne County 42-0, and here are the Falcons inside War Eagle territory. They're at about the 37-yard line with a 1st and 10. Look at that fullback, and he's a big one.
He sure is. Looks like they're at this point you could say they're threatening.
Their inaugural threat of the evening with 8:37 to go in the half. 3-man front for Wayne County, and there goes Tyree Evans is wanting to get back there quick, fast, in a hurry, and he does, but unfortunately it was before the ball was snapped, so that's going to cost Wayne County 5 and move the ball inside the 35-yard line down to about the 32. 1st and 5 from the 32-yard line of the War Eagles, or the Falcons in business, threatening, as you said.
That's something Coach Davis said last week, that on defense, if you jump offside like that, you want to. It's not a mistake because you're right there from the line of scrimmage. You're right there by the football.
Quarterback's moving around the right side there, and he's a keeper all the way, a little bootleg, and he's going to get inside the 30, just barely inside the 30. Going to bring up 2nd down, about 3 yards to go for the Falcons. 8:25 to go in the half. Wayne County up 42-0. And homecoming night here tonight. Bivens on the stop. Hunter James is in there. DeAndre Gandy in there at linebackers. Number 33 is in there at linebacker right now. That's Jeffrey Ramey. They've got the defensive front out there, and they're playing a different set of linebackers with that defensive front and getting a look at these guys. It's just like many pieces to the puzzle, and they all seem to fit, Kenny. There's a back to throw. There's some pressure, and they're going to get after him. And that's number 33. Oh, he breaks the tackle, and around the right side he goes. Got some room. Bivens is giving chase. He's got a first down out there, and
still on his feet.
Still on his feet, refusing to go down. That kid's playing hard. And let's see here. I've got a piece of a roster here. What's that guy's number, Kenny? Is that number 2? According to this roster right here, in this dark press box, that's Leandre Thomas, and he is a sophomore. And he is playing hard. And I tell you what, it may be 42-0, but I'm going to tell you what. Wingfield hadn't quit playing.
He did all of that to get and picked up 7 yards after all that running because they were on the 30. They're now on the 23.
And here he goes. He's back, and he makes a little quick toss there, and it's going to be gobbled up behind the line of scrimmage by the just about the entire War Eagle defense for a loss on that play. 7:15 to go and counting. 42-0 Wayne County. But like you said, Kenny, the Falcons are, what was that word you used, threatening?
Yes.
Threatening. Second down and 12 yards to go. Almost inside 7 minutes to go in the half right now. You know, Wayne County has not given up a rushing touchdown on the year.
Is that right?
That's right. They haven't given a rushing touchdown up on the year. So all the points have been scored via the air and field goals against Wayne County. Let's see here.
You learned that from Paul King.
Yeah, actually, I dug that one out of Paul's stats myself. There's an incomplete pass out here, but I guess I did learn it from Paul.
That's right. He wrote it.
He wrote it. He wrote it, and I claimed it, buddy. Oh, Paul, I tell you what, he does a great job with these stats.
That makes you a plagiarizer, doesn't it?
I guess so. Third down and 12 to go. 6:36 to go. We're going to change the subject. Get back on the ball game. We're talking about plagiarism. 6:36 to go. The clock stops on the incomplete pass. 3rd and 12 from the 25-yard line. Or the Falcons.
Makes you nervous, doesn't it?
The
benefits of a classical education at Mississippi State.
Oh, boy. Here we go. All right. 3rd and 12 to go for the Falcons. And hand off up the middle, and no sirree, buddy boy, that's not going to work at all. Going to lose, might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't know. They're going to spot him at the 26. That'll be a loss of a yard, so that's going to be 4th and 13.
6:21 and counting. 13 yards to go. I couldn't understand why they didn't go for it 4th down a while ago. We're out here close to midfield. When in the first possession, they went for it at their own 20. But anyway,
yeah, I mean, going for 4th and 2 or 3 from your own 20 just didn't really make a lot of sense.
It didn't pan out well for them. 2nd down, 4th down and 13 to go. 2 receivers left, 1 right, single back set. There's looking to throw. There comes the pressure. Here's a pass out here in the flat. Makes a catch at 20, but there is Pinnell out there in coverage, and also number 22, Paisley Smith. Pinnell's kind of stubbed his toe on that one. He's hopping around down there. He's making his way off the field on his own power, and the War Eagle offense takes the field once again.
This will be Wayne County's worst field position. They're on their own 20-yard line. Everything else has been midfield or inside midfield, and they've got 80 yards ahead of them here.
53 out there, Jacob Foy is out there along with 67 Keymon Hall. I'll try to get some more numbers from you on the front. There's a handoff to Chris Cooley. He gets tackled. That's pretty good defense. He gets about 3 or 4 yards, but good defense, Kenny.
Well, yeah, and they've got a new set of O-linemen in there too, I think.
Yeah, Dwayne Davis. No. Timothy Stokes is one of them, is his Foy. Ethan Rigney's your tight end. Smith stays at quarterback, and he's going to hand the ball to Cooley once again, and he's going to run hard to the middle, put his head down, breaking tackles out across the 30, out close to the 33-yard line for a 1st down.
He's just a joy to watch run. I tell you what, folks, if y'all hadn't been here to watch a game, shame on you.
He's powerful.
Yes, you need to come see these kids because they really play hard. It gets them out to the 33 marshal, gain of 9 yards. 5:15
to go, 42-0, 1st and 10 from the 33. There's another handoff to Cooley, and here he goes out across the 40, breaking tackles. He's at 50. He gains his balance again at the 40, down inside the 40 to about the 37-yard line. So he's having another big game tonight. Shadarius Chambers checks in to give him a breather.
Well, that's let's see, that's going to be what, 17,
5:04 to go.
That's a 30-yard gain, Marshall.
30 yards. That's a big one. And he's got stumbled up there, and no telling how far he would have gone. But he did get his balance back. Well, let's see. Here goes Chambers, and he's going to get hit in the backfield. Somehow he got away from that initial hit and got almost back to the line of scrimmage.
He's a lot of fun to watch, too.
Yes, he is. 4:44 to go in the half. Wayne County 42 inside.
It's a negative play, Marshall.
Yes, it was. Good defense there by the Falcons. And here's looking to throw. Going to fire one out there to the left side. Makes the catch out there. I can't get his number, but he's dancing around making folks miss, and he's outside on the sidelines and for a first down, Wayne County. Kenny, can you get that number? That's McDougal, number 39.
Yeah, 39.
He's the young man that dropped that pass down in the end zone a while ago.
And you know he wants that one back.
He was fighting for that. He was fighting for that corner, buddy, and he caught the ball about 3 yards downfield and had to fight his way down that sideline to get that first down. It's just a great effort by that young man. He split out to the right side with Will Mangum down, led police to the left. 4:17 in counting. Wayne County up 42-0 with a first down at the Falcon 23.
Yeah, I think that thing a while ago had a hornet in it. When it got to him, that hornet got out.
It was swatting all over his head. Okay, there's Smith's going to hand it off to Cooley on the right side, inside the 20, inside the 15, down inside the 10-yard line for another first down, and it will be goal to go for Wayne County with 3:56 and counting in the half, 42-0. First down and goal to go.
16 yards and a first down. You know, last week that youngster had 195 yards carrying the football and never crossed the goal line.
Never crossed the goal line.
Last week, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better effort. And, 195 yards, you figure the guy's got to score 5 times. But he never got a chance to cross the goal line.
Well, let's see if he can do it here. He's headed straight upfield, and he's fighting hard down inside the 3, down to about the 2-yard line. He's knocking on the door, Kenny.
Well, he is. And I tell you what, you need to go ahead and let him get in the end zone. It's going to be second and goal from about the 2.
3:29 and counting. Cooley's still your backfield. They may let him get it this time. Here he goes. He's got the ball, and he puts it on the ground, and Deion Smith's going to recover it back at the 3-yard line. So he was looking for the land of milk and honey down there, Kenny, as your boy Jack Crystal used to say.
The cow dried up and the bees left.
All righty. It's 3rd and 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. Cooley stays in the backfield. Ethan Rigney's your tight end on the left side. 2 left as the receiver, Mangum out to the right. There's the handoff to
Deion's going to keep it and
Deion's
punch
got it and gets himself a touchdown. So, 2:53 to go. Touchdown, Deion Smith. Poor old Cooley hadn't got him one. Got him one
yet. You can
yet.
tell he's disgusted about the whole thing. But that's 2 fumbles tonight that he's lost.
Yeah. Let's see here. He does have 3 rushing touchdowns on the year, according to Paul Keene. He just didn't get one last week. So he has tasted the sweet taste of success down there in the end zone. Here is the kick up, and we got a new kicker right there, and they knock him down, and the kick is good. And that's number 85 for Wayne County out there kicking that thing, and that is Brett Reynolds. 2:55 to go, and that's 48-0. We're going to take a 30-second break and be back after this word from our sponsors.
From yard care to farmland, Chapman Tractor Company in Waynesboro can get you up and running and keep you that way. From sales to service, Chapman Tractor has what it takes to match your needs to the right equipment and to keep your equipment in tip-top shape. Our sales staff is in the know with a wide selection of equipment and implements to meet your needs. Service, we provide it with a trained professional staff at your disposal. And don't forget our parts department, where we have a comprehensive inventory and the folks on location to help you find the part you need when you need it. Chapman Tractor Company, Waynesboro, Mississippi.
Wayne County is up 49-0. Now, 2:53 to go. There was a roughing. They roughed the kicker there, Kenny, and that 15 yards is assessed on the kickoff, is it not?
It is, and I think what they'll do is if he pooches it again, they'll get it down around the 10-yard line. Now, Coach Mangum tell him where he wants him to go with the football.
McCary back on to do the kicking off duties. Reynolds came on to get him a PAT, and he got one. And he got probably more than he bargained for. He said, "Why didn't you have McCary in on that one?" They're gonna
that's where you come back and say, "Hey, dude, you should have said, let me kick one more."
McCary's going to be kicking it off from the 45-yard line of the Falcons, so they'll be backed up have their backs to the wall once again. 2:53 to go in the half. Wayne County 49. Wingfield Falcons 0. Let's see here. McCary gets some set and looks his troops over. He's ready to go. And he approaches the ball. He's going to kick it high. This looks like it's going to sail into the end zone. So by rule, it's going to come out to the 20-yard line for a 1st and 10 for the Falcons with 2:53 to go in the half. Let's see, we got some new folks checking in on the War Eagle defense. There's number 35. I really like the way that kid looks and plays. That's Clifton Jordan. He's a sophomore, big old lanky kid that weighs about 215. There's DeAndre Gandy out there. There's number 90 out there for Wayne County. That is Dante Williams. He's a 5'8", 250-pound 10th grade defensive lineman. 33 is out there for Wayne County. That is Jeffrey Ramey. I just heard a score reported over the public address. Brookhaven 7, West Jones 6. I don't know what time of the contest it is in, but Brookhaven out on top.
14, Brandon 14.
Pell and Brandon tied up 14-14.
Marcus licking his wounds to get back.
I'll tell you what, they scuffed him up pretty good last week.
He's back to throw, going to fire one deep down here. Harrington's in coverage, and it goes up for the ball, and it comes down incomplete out across the 50-yard line. Good sportsmanship down there, Kenny, by that Falcon receiver. He patted Harrington on the head. You know, you just love to see that. Here these kids are, they're fighting, they're getting whooped up pretty good, and they're exhibiting good sportsmanship down there.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good throw. I mean, heck, he threw the thing 45 yards or so better in
Yes,
the air.
he did. And that's a sophomore, according to the roster, and we'll go with that. We got it off of Max Preps. Not that means anything. It's just the one we got. 2 receivers both ways, and there's a running play up the middle. He's quick.
Quarterback sneak again.
It worked good that last time, and I tell you what, that's one of their better positive plays. He did get a yard.
We did a good job stop that time. Actually, it was like he got about 2.
2:32 to go and counting in the half. Wayne County 49-0. 3rd and 8 from their own 22. That's what the situation the Falcons find themselves in. And here we go. That's your power eye, Kenny. Quarterback's looking things over. He takes a snap, hands it to the second guy, and he's working his way down the line of scrimmage and going to be stopped right at where the ball was spotted. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 8 or 9 yards to go with 2 minutes and counting in the first 2 minutes and 3 seconds of counting in the first half.
I'm not sure he lost yard, but I'm just going to call it 24th and 8 on the 22.
And I'll tell you what, this could spell trouble. Kadarius Pinnell, number 23. No, it looked like he was going back to get that, receive that. He's wanting that ball bad.
But look what you got. You got Chambers back here.
Yeah, that's not much better.
They won't even know if they don't even want him to believe we got anybody downfield.
And there's a low kick. It could be returned if he catches it on the hop, and he does. And here he comes down the right side. He's heading across the field. He gets the corner at the 45. Got some blockers. He's at the 30. Kenny, he's going to the house.
Score.
There's a flag down here, though, at the 30, so it's coming
block in the back.
Yeah. He fielded that thing outside the hash mark on the left side. He came across the field. He got it. He crossed the hash mark on the right side of the field and got about to where the numbers are and turned it up north and south and down the sideline. He went. And like you said, I mean, Pinnell, Chambers, either one of them can take it to the house. And he took it to the house, but the block in the back got him. 1:22 to go in the half.
Yeah, that was one of those blocks you just needed to leave alone because you were behind the guy. And the rule of thumb is always if you can read the guy's numbers, don't hit him.
Leave him alone.
Yeah, if you can read the back of his jersey, don't unless there's some way you can stretch your neck out like the rubber man and get ahead of him. Well, your headgear, and then even at that, a lot of times you're going to get that call.
McDougal and Mangum are right. Lampley's left. We got number 48's carrying the ball now for Wayne County. That's a new running back out there getting his first carry of the night, and that is Raphael Everett, a junior running back. Raphael's going to give him about 5 yards on his first carry, 107 and counting in the first half. Smith is your quarterback. Everett's going to get the ball again, and he's running upfield, and he's inside the 30-yard line and going to be 1st and 10 Wayne County inside the 30-yard line with 1 minute to go in the half. Wayne County up 49-0. Ethan Rigney checks in at tight end. Number 87 checking out. That's Frederick Clark, big sophomore 200-pounder was in there. We have an injury on the play. We're going to take a 30-second break to go back to the station, and we'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
Extreme Sound Security and more, where more means just that. We install video security systems for your home or business. Plus, we're equipped to assist you with all your personal security needs. We repair cell phones and computers, plus buy gold and ship UPS packages and accept drop-offs. Extreme Sound Security and more sells K2 and Ortho coolers. When we say more, we mean it. At Extreme Sound Security and more, 711 Station Street in Waynesboro.
Player on the field that's being tended to. There's 56 seconds to go in the half. It's 49-0. We're going to take another 30-second break if we can, and be back after this commercial.
Shopping at Fred's is the smart thing to do. Sign up for your Fred's Smart Card online and start earning Smart Bucks every time you buy Fred's brand items. With Fred's Smart Card, the more you buy, the more you earn. Keep up with your Smart Bucks online and redeem them at checkout while shopping at Fred's, the smart thing to do. Fred's on Spring Street in Waynesboro.
The Wingfield player's been helped off the field, but he's up and moving. That's a good thing. Wayne County's got a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line, and Dion's looking to throw, but they're going to flag on the play and going to stop the play there with 50 seconds to go in the half. What's that call?
Offside on Wingfield.
Looks like Dion was getting ready to chunk one down there. He went back and was looking to throw. And Will Mangum's up 1-1 over here on the right side. That safety in the middle is close to the other side. He's looking Will's way. He's going to throw one out of Will's at the 5-yard line in the end zone. Touchdown, Wayne County. That's old Will makes that catch and gets himself a touchdown. That's a nice catch, Kenny.
Yeah, those Mangums, they just amaze you all the time. That's a catch of 23 yards.
And I'm going to tell you what, Dion had that thing on the money.
Well, let me tell you, right now, Dion is accounted for 4 or 5 touchdowns, either through the air or running. He's thrown for 2 and ran for 3.
Reynolds is out there to kick this one. Let's see if they rough him up again. He's going to get the kick up, and it's going to be, let's see, it's good. So it's now 56-0, Wayne County, 40 seconds to go in the first half. We're going to take a 30-second break and be back after this word from our sponsors.
Of all the colors, yellow's the most important, at least when it comes to building outdoors. No matter what your project this season, pier, deck, fence, or gazebo, be sure to head first to Gatlin Building Supply for Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. Yellowwood is your best protection against rot, fungal decay, and termite attack, so it's no wonder Yellowwood is the brand of choice for building outdoors. Come by Gatlin Building Supply, where you'll find only the best for your project. And remember, if it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it. Gatlin Building Supply, North Spring Street in Waynesboro.
40.9 seconds to go in the half. Wayne County 56, Wingfield nothing. And let's just do a little survey right here. Through on the season, well, no, I'm not even going to go there. We got a new kicker out there. Number 6 is going to kick it away. That's Anthony Gandy. And so we've had 3 kickers see action here in the first half tonight. Gandy does some punting for us, too, and it's a nice kick that's going to go down there, be fielded at about the 20-yard line. It hit the Falcon, and they're going to get after him and cover him down there at about the 5. It hit the Falcon at the 10 and went at the 20, and then went past him. Couldn't have worked out worse for him, Kenny.
No, it really couldn't have. And when that ball got near the sideline, he just went straight down the field rather than going out of bounds.
And it's 38 seconds to go, and the clock is not running, and it's 56-0. And Wingfield's got a 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line, and they got themselves in a mess here tonight at Wayne County.
I think what you do is run the old quarterback sneak and let that old clock go.
Let her go. I tell you, Wayne County's hitting on, I don't know how many cylinders they got, but they hitting on every one of them.
About 16.
And there's your power on. He's going to take a knee, Kenny, and that's going to do it for the first half of action here at homecoming at War Eagle Stadium. Wayne County 56, Wingfield 0 after one half of play. So let's see. Well, they're still standing around down there.
Well, that's because they hadn't started the 25-second clock yet, but
there we go. They had to get another playoff, and they still hadn't started 25-second clock, but now Wingfield's just letting it run out. It's inside 10 seconds. So I guess we can go ahead and say this. That brings our first half to a close with the score Wayne County 56, Wingfield 0. We're going to take a break, then be back with our halftime guest, the principal of Wayne County High School, Dr. Kathy Davis, after this word from our sponsors.
The most versatile cooking device ever. Is it a grill, an oven, or a smoker? Yes, it's all three. Your friends at Gatlin Building Supply had the answer, and it's the Big Green Egg. Often copied, never matched. There is only one original Big Green Egg, and a place to get it in Wayne County is Gatlin's. Come see the selection that Gatlin's has to offer, along with all the accessories for your Big Green Egg. At Gatlin's, find the solutions to all your building and remodeling questions. Gatlin's, where we have the answers for you, located North Spring Street in Waynesboro.
I tell you what, I noticed this, and the community spirit and the community pride, it made a difference on the whole community.
Absolutely.
And we painted those police cars orange and blue to the chagrin of some of our citizenry. But if I had it to do over, I'm telling you, I'd do it again.
Well, you could order. I mean, the only thing you had to order different was the decal kit, in orange. But yeah, I mean, and when people outside our community come in here and they see a facility like this, not just the athletic facility, but I've never understood the idea that you want to build a county or municipal-owned building as cheaply as you could. In other words, make it a metal building. It looks like somebody's hay barn or where they keep their tractor. I mean, you want to have something that, of course, will last a long time. But, Marshall, first impressions are so important. I mean, places I've been out west in all those small western towns, you look, school building looks like it's 150 years old, and you think, man, they're not able to do a lot here, but it does. It makes an impression, good or bad, on people when they come into town. They've never been here. They drive by the high school, and it gives them a positive impression of the community, and that's always important. Now, it can be argued you're spending that kind of money, but it's a lot like Ole Miss and State this week when you looked at both of them at number 3. And you see how much they've been in the papers and on the blogs and the sports deals. You can't buy that kind of publicity and the kind of impression people across the country get. I'm hoping we both just don't shoot ourselves in the foot tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe not.
But but it's been big for the state.
Yes, it has.
And so if you have facilities like this, you have a successful athletic team. It brings a positive. It has a positive impact on people's impression of your school district.
Well, Kenny, it does, and I tell you, there's a lot of things to be thankful for here going on in Wayne County, around Wayne County High School, and our community as well. Right now, we're getting ready to kick this thing off. Wayne County's got their return team out there. Wingfield won the toss in the first half and elected to receive. I guess they want to go ahead and swallow that bitter pill that is Wayne County defense.
Well, and I think what you'll see, too, in the second half, the officials have already talked with Coach Mangum. I think one thing you'll see in the second half is going to be a running clock, and hopefully that'll be that'll have an effect on that score running up.
Yeah. We're watching the video right now on the video board while the teams are on the field. The boys that fall by Kenny Chesney. We got the Saints and Alabama and the Colts and Eli Manning, and there's Tony Romo. I mean, it's a great facility. I mean, and that's part of it. There's just a great experience here. So I know a lot of you can't make it out on Friday nights, but if you can, if it comes to Friday night where you can, you won't be sorry if you can make it here to War Eagle Stadium. We want you to know we post these games on the internet each week at wc-webtv.com, where you can watch them on your smartphone, your smart TVs, or you can just watch them on a dumb old computer if you want to. And we also have you can follow us on Facebook at War Eagle Football, and we post during the week, and we post during the game, so you can keep up with us at War Eagle Football on Facebook. So we try to bring War Eagle Football to you just about every way that we possibly can, and we really owe a lot of that, to our sponsors are very important. So, you know who our sponsors are. You hear the commercials, so you let these folks know how much you appreciate what they do to help us bring Wayne County High School War Eagle football to you in all the ways that we do. That having been said, there's now 12 minutes on the clock. Wayne County's up 56-0, and here is the kickoff to start the second half. That's a pretty good kick that's going to be fielded at the 34-yard line, and down the field Wayne County goes into territory. Is that Chris Cooley running that football?
It looks like him.
Well, he's down inside. Whoever it is, he's down inside the 30 of Wingfield to start this thing off. But no, that's 39. Nope. That's McDougal.
He's had an impressive night.
When he catches it, he can really go with it. Now, I'm picking on him a little bit there. I don't mean to. He just dropped one pass. But he's, like you said, Kenny, big night.
Yeah, I mean, big return. I mean, he caught the ball around our 35, and when he got across midfield, it looked for a minute there'd be a chance he'd take it the distance. But good job by Wingfield to bring him down.
We got a new quarterback, and no, we don't. That's Deion still the quarterback. Cooley's in the backfield. Mangum is the receiver. We got 4 receivers out, and we'll try to get these people to you. Deion's going to throw one out here. No, he's not.
No, he's not. He's going to get nailed.
He is sacked at the 35-yard line. He was wanting to throw that thing, and that's number 7. He was wanting to chunk that tater. Number 7 would have nothing to do with that from Wingfield, and that is D'Amico George, a senior defender for the Wingfield Falcons.
Oh, man, we missed him, but that's going to make it a 2nd and 16.
2 receivers both ways for him, and Deion's going to hand it. Nope, he's going to keep the ball, and I mean they stick him and knock him loose from that football, and I tell you what, they lit him up big time right there. And I tell you, the Falcons they're ready to play some ball here in the third quarter.
Yeah, we only picked up a yard there after the fumble. It's going to be 3rd and 15.
10:49
We hadn't blocked that defensive end over there yet.
Mangum and McDougal are left, and I can't get these guys. Lampley's one of them out here to the right for you. Deion's going to throw one out here to Lampley, makes the catch at the 30, and he's breaking tackles and running hard for another 3 or 4 yards down there inside the 30 to about the 26, 27-yard line. So he's about back inside the chain. So 4th and 9 for the War Eagles. That number 46 is out there for Wayne County. And let's see if I can get you a read on that. He's in the backfield. That may be 48. That's Ladarius McDougal. Nope. Raphael Everett is your running back. And the Falcons are going to jump off sides. That's going to probably cost them 5 yards there, Kenny. 10 minutes and counting in the third. And like I said, it's running, Kenny. They're not stopping.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you need to do.
And let's see here. We'll try to get some. Keemon Hall's out there. Stokes is up front. We'll get some more for you. And there goes Deion's going to keep it and run down. He's going to get a first down for Wayne County inside the 18 down there. So first down, Wayne County. 9:35.
He got 6, Marshall.
Ethan Rigney's checking in. Number 46 is checking out for Wayne County. That's Savion Lampley. Number 79 is out there for Wayne County. That's Willie Howell out there on the left defensive tackle. A 298-pounder, 6'3". There goes handoff up the middle to Everett. It's going to be a short gain. Let's see who that number 67. That's Hall. I've already given you his name. 67.
He might have gotten a yard. I'm not sure.
53 Foy is your center.
Lost a yard.
Yeah, it looks like he did. Kenny lost a yard. Going to be 2nd and 11 down there, and the ball's at the 17-yard line. 8:57 in counting. Wayne County up 56-0 with the 2nd and 11. There goes the handoff to Everett. He's going to run hard, dragging some defenders down inside the 20 for a nice effort, Kenny.
Yeah, good job. He gets inside the 15. Looks like he may be about the 13-yard line. So he picked up 4 yards.
He's a junior, 170-pound junior running back, getting him some quality time out there tonight and making the most of it, as these young men so often do. And Rigney's kind of a wing back there on the right side. And there goes Raphael Everett, gets it again, running the hash mark straight ahead down inside the 10. Going to be probably, let's see where they spot him. He's going to be maybe a yard or 2 short of first down.
Should be on about the 8.
It's going to be 4th down and about a yard to go. Kenny's got him spotted down there on about the 8-yard line. So 4th and a yard down there at about the 8, 8:07 in counting. And let's see what Wayne County's going to do. They're going to got a flag. They're going to kick a field goal. What's the
illegal procedure against Wayne County? I'm not sure what that was about.
Well, did they? I don't know if they were in a huddle to break. I don't know, but I'll leave that to you.
Yeah, I mean, it said illegal procedure. I guess they had too many men in the backfield. I don't know. They were trying to change out and get the field goal unit in, so it's going to be placed down around the 20.
Be a 30, 31-yard attempt here. Will Mangum's going to be holding the
now what?
The holder. He's not going to be holding. He is the holder. Offsides. That's going to move it up, make it.
That'll make it be a first down.
20. No,
that's
quite.
Right. We had the penalty.
25-yard field goal attempt now. And 7:29 in counting. Mangum's the holder. James, you snapper, and here goes McCary on to try to get him another field goal in the air. Kick is up, and it looks like it's going to be good. So 7:18 to go in the third. 59-0 will be your score. And we're going to take a 30-second break to hear from some of our sponsors and be back after this commercial. Fish camps are a grand southern tradition where you can always count on great food and friendly service. In Wayne County, when it comes to food, there is none more rich in tradition than Pop's Fish, Seafood, and Steakhouse. Our fish is fresh and fine. Our seafood, you can hear the gulls and smell the ocean while enjoying shrimp, oysters, and the like. Our steaks, don't take our word for it. Come and taste for yourself. Come on down by the Chickasawhay River, 184 East out of Waynesboro, where you can taste and experience the tradition that is Pop's Fish, Seafood, and Steakhouse. The clock is still running. We're at 6:30 in the third now. Wayne County's up 59-0, and we got number 6 out to kick it away again, Anthony Gandy for Wayne County. Wayne County is having their way here tonight, getting to see a lot of young kids getting to play and get some time out there and some valuable experience, and that matters, Kenny. When you Dan Mullins made a comment this week in the Clarion Ledger about all the injuries they had last year, helped prepare them depth-wise for this year.
That's right.
So there's so many things that go into, it's more than having just some kids getting to play down here. They're getting some quality experience that's going to serve them well in the years to come.
Well, and that, he caught a lot of heat for swapping guys against LSU, and LSU having the comeback they did. But, the idea behind it is, they're waving this flag off, which I knew they wouldn't because Wingfield touched football before it went out of bounds. But at any rate, they're going to have the football somewhere around the 12-yard line.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I defer.
Anyway, but the thing is that, the idea was good. You just wanted to try to get some of your number 2 guys in and let them get some playing time. But when you're playing, less miles, you got to be careful. That's the luckiest human being on the face of the earth.
First and 10 from the 12, 5:11 and counting in the third quarter. Wayne County up 59-0. There's some running room around the right side, and here goes the Falcons out across the 30-yard line. Is going to be tackled out there after if not one of their biggest gains of the night.
Yeah, I was going to try to see if I could at least get a number.
Looks like Quentin Hogan, number 11, was out there, and Paisley Smith, the 2 safeties, had to go over there and probably ultimately drag him down. It's going to be a first down, 4:46 to go in the third and counting.
I think that was number 25.
First and 10 out across the 30-yard line. We'll say the 32-yard line for the Falcons. There's a handoff up the middle, and they're going to be nothing to do. Number 97 is Jafaris McFarland, a big sophomore defensive end. And we got a pair of those guys in McFarland and number 35, Clifton Jordan. They both about 6 feet, 6'1", about 210, 215 pounds, can really run, very active. It's 2nd and 12. They lost 2 on the play. There's a quarterback keeper around on the left side and going to get out to about the 34-yard line for about a 3-yard gain. Well, when you spot it from where he was, it's about a 5. Yeah,
about a 5-yard
about
gain.
A 5.
He got out here, and just as he made that turn, he got into the fetal position over here on the corner because he had about 6 blue shirts headed for him, and so that should bring up a 3rd and about 7, Marshall.
And that is 3:49 and counting, and there's a handoff up the middle, and it's just nowhere to go and probably going to lose yards right there. Wayne County all over the place. Number 34 is out there now. Cody Taylor playing linebacker. Number 47 checking in for Wayne County, Ladarius McDougal.
It's like they'll spot the ball around the 34.
And looks like we got a punting situation for the Falcons of Wingfield, and look who's back to return this thing. Shadarius Chambers.
Boomy.
3:18 and counting. This third quarter is going to be over quick, fast, and in a hurry. Wayne County's got folks coming off the field. There's people coming on the field. The ball snapped, rolling around on the ground, and nobody's moving but the officials.
And he threw his flag. I'm not sure. I guess they had illegal substitution, illegal procedure, whatever.
2:58 and counting in the third. Number 21 is checking in for Wayne County. That's Kendrick Fuqua checking in. He's had a little playing time earlier tonight, and he's in here on this return team. They got him lined up there in the middle of the field. There's a pretty good snap right there, and the punt's going to be away. And Chambers is going to go over and try to scoop it up down the sideline, and he kicks it out of bounds at the War Eagle 43-yard line. So, 1st and 10 from their own 43. Wayne County's got the ball.
Let's see. That's 21.
2:25 and go while you're counting it up here, Kenny.
28-yard punt.
2:25 to go in the third quarter. We'll see what Wayne County has to offer up here offensively. Let's see if we get a new quarterback. I kind of expecting to see Will Mangum, but nope. They're going to leave Will at receiver. Actually, he's not out there right now.
No, he's not. You never know where those Mangums are going to turn up, though.
He's standing close down there. He's standing close. Dion's still your quarterback. Trips right for Dion, and Dion's going to hand the ball. No, he's going to keep it and find some pretty tough sledding to get back to the line of scrimmage. Number 57's out there for Wayne County. Wayne County. Sawyer Wadley's up front for Wayne County. 55, I believe. No, that's not Hamilton Hudson out there. That's 59. And Darius Turner is out there for Wayne County up front. Trips right, single man left for Dion. Dion's going to hand the ball off this time, and number 48 again on the carry. That's Raphael Everett fighting hard for a couple of yards. Going to bring up third down and about 8 yards to go. 1:21 to go in the third period here. Wayne County up 59-0. Trips right. They're not doing anything fancy. They're staying in that same formation. They're going to look to throw. Going to fire one out here. Try to get it out here to number 46 in the flat out there. Savion Lampley, but the ball falls incomplete. The clock continues to run. Now inside 1 minute. And it's fourth down, and Wayne County is going to punt one away here, Kenny.
I think it's our first punt of the night.
And let's see who the punter's going to be. This is number 6, Anthony Gandy. Like I said, we've seen him punt some. And first punt of the night for Wayne County. 43 seconds to go in the third. There. Got a procedure call? No, I'm sorry. I thought there was a flag, but there wasn't. There's a high snap. Gandy's under pressure, and they block it. It's blocked at the 25, and the Wingfield picks it up inside the 5, and they're going to be tackled down there. Gandy's going to tackle
number 7
at the 1 yard line. So first and goal from the 1, and the Falcons are in business down here with inside 15 seconds to go. That's probably going to be the last play of the third quarter because the clock is continuing to run. So that having been said, 8 seconds, 6 seconds now, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's going to bring 3 quarters of play here to a close. We're going to take a 60-second break back to the commercial, and after this word, we'll be back with the fourth quarter action here at War Eagle Stadium. See you after the break.
Woolwine is proud to be part of the Wayne County War Eagle community, and we have the inventory to prove it. Woolwine Autoplex in Waynesboro is where you can find the best in pre-owned cars, trucks, crossovers, and SUVs. At Waynesboro's Woolwine Autoplex, we offer great financing options and a courteous staff that is ready to help you with your next vehicle. Come see Woolwine in the heart of Wayne County, where the War Eagles soar, and let us put you in your next vehicle.
Because they got a first and goal down there somewhere around the 3 yard line. Maybe 2.
Yeah,
we got a commercial now. Welcome back. We are live. War Eagle Stadium, and we got a first and goal down here after the block punt. Wingfield's in business with 11:52 and counting in the contest, trading 59-0. There's the quarterback's going to run around the right side, and he's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. So it took, what is this, the 7th game of the season?
Yeah.
It took 7 games for the War Eagles defense to give up a rushing touchdown, but that streak is broken here tonight by the Falcons of Wingfield High School as they get on the scoreboard with 11:31 and counting in the contest.
All right. Well, we don't know who number 2 is, I don't think, but whoever he is scored.
Well, we've got let's see, we'll give him a shot here. That's Leandre Thomas, a sophomore quarterback. And they're going for 2 here. Thomas going to hand it off to the big fullback, and that's not going to happen, and they bow up and drive him back out across the 5 yard line. We're going to take a 30-second break for a commercial, and we'll go back to our station and be back after this word from our sponsors.
Extreme Sound Security and more, where more means equipment for the outdoorsman. We are our area's authorized Benelli dealer and have all the accessories to complement your outdoor adventures. As your elite archery dealer, we offer a broad selection of new bows, arrows, and all the accessories to meet your needs. We also have a good selection of used bows available. Whether it's a new or used bow you're looking for or repairs and tune-ups for the bow you have, Extreme Sound Security and more is a place to go. Extreme Sound Security and more. It's a place to go at 711 Station Street in Waynesboro.
Once again, I'm Marshall Wood along here with Kenny Odom. bringing you all of the action live from War Eagle Stadium. We have 10-17 to go in this contest. Wayne County is 59. Wingfield just got 6 points after blocking a punt and advancing it down to about the 2-yard line. They ran a play or two and got it in the end zone. So now Wingfield's getting ready to kick this thing back to Wayne County.
Well, and that's one of the things, too, that these young guys have got to learn to do. They've got to learn to make these plays. You get in a ball game like this, and this is where you want to test them, to see. And, of course, there'll be a lot they can learn from that block punt and move forward. But, some of these are JV guys, and they've had a few games under the belts on Monday night. But that's different on Friday night as it is Monday night. And so, you hate to see the points given up, but, hey, that's effort on Wingfield's part, too.
You got to give them credit.
They hadn't quit.
That's a feather they can put in their cap.
Yes, sir.
And like you said, they hadn't quit. They blocked that punt and got that thing down there and got them a touchdown. They're going to kick an onside kick down here, and Wayne County's going to bounce around that thing. And Wingfield's got the ball inside the War Eagle 45-yard line, so here we go.
Things are rolling their way. Les Miles must have showed up over there.
You're the one that brought him up. I wasn't going to. You brought him up. See, this is your fault.
Yeah, that rascal.
Well, fortunately for Wayne County, the clock is running. So inside 8 minutes now in the contest, 59-6, Wayne County up. We've got McFarland and Jordan on the defensive ends out there, number 90, I do believe. Let's see if we can. That's Dante Williams. That is a sophomore defensive front out there for Wayne County right now, all sophomores. And 34, Cody Taylor is a linebacker. We'll get some more numbers called out for you. Trips right, looking to move to his left side, and does go the quarterback. And I tell you what, he's pretty shifty out there. He got about 3 or 4 yards.
He did. He kind of slipped and slid his way around over there.
It kind of looks like Dion the way he moves that football, runs that football. He's a tall, slender guy, got good speed. Well, let's see here. Let's see if we can get some more of these players. Hogan and Paisley Smith are still your safeties. Pinnell and McCann are still your corners. We got a new set of linebackers out here. We got 21 out there for Wayne County. That is Kendrick Fuqua playing the linebacker. We'll get some more for you. There's the handoff up the middle, and that's just not going anywhere.
Tell you what, they shut that down pretty quick.
47, Ladarius McDougal, sophomore linebacker. Bunch of 10th graders out there, Kenny, except, of course, in the defensive backfield right now. Roy Arrington is checked back in. So you got your starting corners and pretty much your starting safeties out there, and you got everybody up front, your front 7 up there. Well, your front 3, they're all sophomores. 2 receivers right, single back set. He's in the gun. He's looking to throw, fires one out there. Incomplete, about 3 yards downfield outside the numbers on the left side of the field. 7 minutes, 12 seconds and counting in the contest. Wayne County 59, Wingfield 6. And we've got a timeout. So we're going to take a 30-second timeout back to the station and be back after this commercial.
From yard care to farmland, Chapman Tractor Company in Waynesboro can get you up and running and keep you that way. From sales to service, Chapman Tractor has what it takes to match your needs to the right equipment and to keep your equipment in tip-top shape. Our sales staff is in the know with a wide selection of equipment and implements to meet your needs. Service, we provide it with a trained professional staff at your disposal. And don't forget our parts department, where we have a comprehensive inventory and the folks on location to help you find the part you need when you need it. Chapman Tractor Company, Waynesboro, Mississippi.
Again, Kenny and I, live at War Eagle Stadium at 7:09 to go. The clock stopped here for the first time in the second half of the Wingfield timeout. And 59 Wayne County, 6 Wingfield. Wingfield has got the football with a 4th and 7 on the War Eagle 41. And we'll see what happens here. He's looking back to throw. There comes the pressure. He's going to tuck it down and hit up the middle of the field, and War Eagle's going to stop him short of the first down. So Wingfield's going to turn the ball over on downs. And here comes Wayne County's offense back on the field. We'll see if we can get some of these numbers for you. 61 looks like he's going in out there. That's Keandrick Carter. 46, Savion Lampley. 69, Joseph Jones, 6'5", 403 pounds. He's a big one. 87, Frederick Clark. Coolidge in your backfield. And now we got Will Mangum at quarterback. Will's got himself a touchdown catch tonight. He's got a single receiver both ways, and he's going to hand the ball up the middle, and that's going to not get off the ground. The official is going to stop play. 46 is put out left. That's Savion Lampley.
That flag's way on the other side of the field. It's almost like it's a substitution penalty of some sort. Yeah. Illegals. Yeah.
Boy, I tell you what, I'm just surrounded by machines. You in the dream, son. You don't miss one. All right, 5:57 in counting. Wayne County 59. With a 1st and 5, the crowd outside their own 45. There's Cooley. He's running hard. He's across midfield right now. He's on the corner, breaking tackles inside the 40. He's down the sideline. I don't know if they're going to get him. He's inside the 20. He's to the 10. Oh, down out there. They're going to spot him at the 1 yard line, Kenny. So there's old Cooley gets out there, and he takes off for a 50-plus, probably a 60-yard run or so.
58 yards there, brother.
All righty, 1st and goal, Wayne County. So Wayne County's going to look the top 60 here. It's not every day you get 60 points in a football game, but Wayne County's playing everybody they got out there tonight. 48, Raphael Everett's in there now.
They moved the ball back to the 4 then, I take it.
I guess they did. He must have stepped out of bounds down there. They moved him back, 1st and goal.
4-yard run.
There's Raphael Everett's going to get himself a touchdown. Wayne County, and that is number 48. Raphael Everett, a junior running back, gets his first touchdown of the year inside 5 minutes to go in the contest and counting. And let's see who we got out kicking this one. This looks like that is going to be Brett Reynolds again. Will Mangum's on the hold, and I feel sure that number 40 down there is continuing our snap. Hunter James, there's a good snap. The kick is up, and it is good. So, 4:33 to go in counting. Wayne County 65, Wingfield 6. We're going to take a 30-second break. Back to the station, and we'll be back after this commercial.
Extreme Sound Security and more, where more means just that. We install video security systems for your home or business. Plus, we're equipped to assist you with all your personal security needs. We repair cell phones and computers, plus buy gold and ship UPS packages and accept drop-offs. Extreme Sound Security and more sells K2 and Ortho coolers. When we say more, we mean it. At Extreme Sound Security and more, 711 Station Street in Waynesboro.
Again, Wayne County High School War Eagle Stadium. Kenny Odom and I are up here trying to bring you the play-by-play and the color commentary in this homecoming game tonight. We've had plenty to talk about for Wayne County. 66-6 when Kenny hadn't been over there writing, using up all that paper, keeping up with all these stats.
Got to put in an order for a new box of pens next week.
And Anthony Gandy's going to kick this thing away. 3 minutes and 26 seconds in the contest, and the clock is running. Gandy's going to kick one high. It's going to be coming down inside the 20. There goes the War Eagles. He gets down the sideline. They're going to get him out of bounds out there at about the 30-yard line or somewhere thereabouts. 3:12 to go in the contest.
By 31, Devin Washam.
Well, you know, Kenny, we kind of talked about this earlier in the pregame and talking to Coach Mangum, and, you know, this is what Wayne County needed to do.
Yes.
You know, they're doing what
they had to do.
Needed to do. A good football team is going to win the games they're supposed to win. Wayne County was supposed to win this one. They were supposed to win it big, and they've done just what they were supposed to do, and you can't knock them for that. 2:43 to go in the game. And Wingfield, you know, I respect them too. And Coach Mangum talked about respecting these guys, and they haven't quit. You know, they're still playing as hard as they can, and you just got to love it. You really got to love high school athletics. There's a complete pass. Oh, I spoke too soon. He hit the receiver in the breadbasket. We've seen some of that from our receivers this year. He threw the ball about 3 yards down outside the numbers on the right side of the field and could not make the catch. He hit him in the wrong place. I guess hit him right in the belly. Going to bring up 2nd and 10. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go in your football game here tonight. Wayne County 66. Wingfield 6. 2nd and 10. Ball's at the 31-yard line of Wingfield. He's back to throw. They're coming out swinging. He tries it again. He makes the catch this time and works his way out to about the 38-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down at about 4 yards to go. 1:48 to go in your contest and counting. Wingfield's throwing that football with some success. Now, 3rd and 3 from their own 38. 2 receivers left, single back set for him, a single man out here to the right. He's going to keep himself. I guess that's a quarterback draw, isn't it, Kenny?
Yes.
And I'm telling you, he's running hard. He's down out to midfield. They're going to spot him right about the midfield line. 1:20 to go in the contest. Wayne County 66 and Wingfield 6. 1st and 10 at midfield for Wingfield. And let's see here. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fires a bullet out there to the left side. It goes out of bounds, incomplete. We're inside a minute in this one, Kenny.
Yeah, this one hopefully in less than a minute it's going to be over with. I don't know. I don't remember our largest margin of victory, but this is going to be up there in the top 2.
It's going to be close.
And the number of points we've scored, I don't know if we've scored more than 66 points or not. I don't think so.
And 30 seconds goes, back to pass. He's going to fire one deep downfield. Got a man open down here at the 25, at the 22, and he makes the catch and goes out of bounds. The clock's still running, of course. I guess they agreed to that, didn't they, Kenny?
They did, and that'll add to their yardage total. The ball's going to be somewhere around the 23, so that's a 27-yard gain.
That gives those kids something to talk about on the ride back to Jackson. You got to appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Inside, here's your last play of the game, and they're going to get after him. And, number 33 is going to crash back there and sack the quarterback as the clock runs out. That's Jeffrey Ramey, an 11th grade linebacker. Well, folks, that brings tonight's contest to a close. With the final score, Wayne County 66, Wingfield 6. We're going to take a break to the station for 60 seconds. Then we're going to come back live to Kenny's recap of tonight's contest for you. We'll see you after this 60-second break.
Shopping at Fred's is the smart thing to do. Sign up for your Fred's Smart Card online and start earning Smart Bucks every time you buy Fred's brand items. With Fred's Smart Card, the more you buy, the more you earn. Keep up with your Smart Bucks online and redeem them at checkout while shopping at Fred's, the smart thing to do. Fred's on Spring Street in Waynesboro.
Well, such as it is, here we are, post-game with the head coach. It's mayhem down here, head coach Todd Mangum. Coach, we talked about a team doing what it needed to do. I'm not a coach, but now if I'm watching Wayne County, I don't know what angle you look at. How could you – it looked like it did what you needed them to do.
Well, the thing that I talked to our players about was playing with a lot of character and playing with a lot of class. And I thought we did that, and I was really proud of our players for doing that. Did we play a perfect game? No. We scored 66 points, but we still made mistakes. But we played with a lot of class, and that's the thing that I'm most proud of our team going out and doing that, because we knew going into the game, Marshall, that we were a better team, and they were not a very good team. But the biggest thing I wanted us to do was play hard and play with class, and we did that tonight.
You got to see Hodo got him some quality reps early. That's important. DJ got some quality carrier too. Good to see those guys getting back in the swing of things. And you're 3-0 in the district. But now these 3 next weeks are going to tell the tale, and you're going to need to be at your best these next 3 weeks.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. It's fixing to get really tough. Starting next week down in Carria, Mississippi, down at Pearl River Central, and I know I just heard that they're up right now on Laurel, going into the 4th quarter, late in the 3rd or something. So because I've never got through with a game at 9 o'clock before, but anyway, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but I just expect us to rise to the challenge. We know what we got to face, this coming week, and we know it's going to be tough, and we know we're on the road. But the thing about it is, our fans are going to be there, so it's going to be home away from home.
Yeah, it always is. Coach, again, I know it's been a busy week for you. You got a lot to do yet because this stretch is fixing to get tough. We're going to cut you loose. Thank you for taking time to be with us here post game. We're going to take a break to hear from some of our sponsors and be back with the DFO and the Dream, the Plano Plotter, after this word from our sponsors. Fish camps are a grand southern tradition where you can always count on great food and friendly service. In Wayne County, when it comes to food, there is none more rich in tradition
than Pop's Fish, Seafood, and Steakhouse. Our fish is fresh and fine. Our seafood, you can hear the gulls and smell the ocean while enjoying shrimp, oysters, and the like. Our steaks, don't take our word for it. Come and taste for yourself. Come on down by the Chickasawhay River, 184 East out of Waynesboro, where you can taste and experience the tradition that is Pop's Fish, Seafood, and Steakhouse.
You know, Ken Roberts, our cameraman over there, he just asked us ready. Ken, we've been doing, you know we ready. We look at here. Do we look ready? We ready. Wayne County, we ready.
Ready as the War Eagles were in the first quarter.
Well, talk to us a little bit. Sorry about your foot there. Talk to us there a little bit, Paul. Statistically speaking.
You stepping on Kenny's foot may have been the only mistake made tonight. For Wayne County, 23 first downs, 280 yards rushing, 150 passing, no punts. Of course, they had the one block. 4-6 on third downs, 21 minutes, 37 seconds the time of possession. Chris Cooley, another big night, 13 carries, 148 yards. Deion Smith, 9 for 71. David Hodo, 2 of 3 passing. Deion Smith, 4 of 6. The passing spread out evenly, 6 different receivers. Reggie Stewart, 1 for 48. Derekus Harris, 1 for 47. Will Mangum, 1 for 24, and on and on. For Wingfield, 5 first downs, 52 yards rushing. That's 7 straight games that Wayne County has not allowed a team to rush for 100 yards on them. 44 passing, 6 punts, 0 of 10 on third down, 0 of 3 on fourth down. Defensively, 29 different people recorded tackles. Jeffrey Ramey, Jaquavius Leggett, and Quindarius Bivens with 4 each. DeAndre Gandy with 3. Benito Jones, Cody Taylor, Clifton Jordan, Denzel Bonner, Javian Harris all with 3. Sacks from Jeffrey Ramey, Denzel Bonner, Quindarius Bivens. Recovered fumbles from Quindarius Pinnell and Cody Taylor. What can you say? You jump out 42-0, you can put it on cruise control.
You know, Paul, this sounds like I'm being live. I'm not about this. I mean, that's amazing what you're able to do with those stats. That's why we call you all these names, because just as good as Wayne County was tonight, you've been mighty busy.
Well, thank you. But another interesting stat, time of possession for halftime, 27 minutes. Time of possession in the second half, 24 minutes. Just thought I'd point that out, that halftime lasted longer than the second half.
Kenny, we've said a lot. Was there anything left to say about this one?
No, we get ready for Pearl River Central. And the thing is that you got out of the night, you got out of this place without anybody banged up. At least you're going to have a few, tweaks and first one thing and another. But the biggest thing is you're able to pull your starters early. And, it can be argued that they needed to work more. But, at the same time, somebody gets hurt, then you get criticized for leaving your starters in too long. But, look, when you're up 42-0 at the end of the first quarter, you need to give somebody a break. I mean, the folks that worked out the most tonight was McCary. I mean, I'm sure they iced him before halftime over here on the sideline and had an ice pack on his leg. But, no, what it does, though, is that you get a lot of guys with playing time, but it enables you to focus. Now you can completely focus on Pearl River Central. And as Todd said, they were up on Laurel. They're going to be a good football team. And, this deal of holding folks to 50 yards rushing probably is not going to happen next week. I mean, because they're good. They're good at what they do, and they're good at running the football.
Yeah, and this will be this is a big district game, and this is kind of one I keep looking each week to a measure. And certainly when you consider Wayne County football in this season, with this type of offense and the trouble it's given us in the past, and particularly in the playoffs last year, this is truly going to be a unique measuring stick to see where this defense really is, with the things they're going to have to face to be a championship team.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we wrote a story about it in our preview section that to get to the playoffs, they've got to be able to stop that triple option, to stop what Pearl River Central, what Picayune runs, and this will be a great measuring stick just to see how far they have come, because that's something that they've really emphasized is stuff in the run.
Kenny, how important is it for our fans to go to Carrier, if that's pronouncing it right? I don't know how to pronounce it, next Friday.
Carrier, I don't know, Carrier. Louisiana. Yeah, it's almost the same difference, yeah. But I mean, it's big, it's huge, because, look, every time we have a good group of our fans there, our kids feed off of it. They feed off the noise here and the support, and there's times it hadn't been what it should be, and that's on our fans. They need to be loud and let the kids know how much they appreciate them, because they do feed off that. And as Paul said, we're fixed to find out next week if we can stop the run. And he's absolutely right, too, in that for us to get to Jackson, we're going to have to beat Pearl River Central and Picayune if we make it that far. And they're similar teams that do similar things. So, for us to be on the road, we need our fans because, it's going to be an easy trip for them to go to Laurel. This trip coming up Friday night, it's going to be a little harder. So, hey, use an hour of that vacation time, leave a little early, but we need our folks down there.
It's been a great season so far. It's heating up, and it's getting serious now, folks. Next week, like I say, take on those old rascally Blue Devils from Pearl River Central High School. We encourage you to be there next week to support them, and we'll be bringing you the action on WC Web TV, and we'll be broadcasting it live on WABO Radio. So we'll see you next week for more Wayne County High School War Eagle football.